Hi, my name is Rachel Bryant, and today we're going to be talking to you about the Florida Educators' Accomplished Practices. These have been adopted by the Florida State Board of Education to specify what teachers should know and be able to do at different stages in their career.
And my name is Sydney Coulter, and the FEAP we had was the first one, which is Instructional Design and Lesson Planning, applying concepts from human development and learning theories, and the effective educator consistently A. aligns instruction with state-adopted standards at the appropriate level of rigor. B. sequences lessons and concepts to ensure coherence and required prior knowledge. C. designs instruction for students to achieve mastery. D. selects appropriate formative assessments to monitor learning. E. uses diagnostic student data to plan lessons, and F. develops learning experiences that require students to demonstrate a variety of applicable skills and competencies. As we go through our podcast, we will demonstrate evidence for our FEAP. A lesson plan is evidence for 1A and 1C of the Florida Educator Accomplished Practices. FEAP 1A is aligning instruction with state-adopted standards at the appropriate level of rigor. FEAP 1C is designing instruction for students to achieve mastery. A lesson plan begins by choosing your standard that you will be teaching for your grade level. CPOMS is a resource teachers can use to help lesson planning. The website also includes ideas for gifted students and access points for students with learning disabilities to help adjust your instruction to the appropriate level of rigor. A lesson plan is specifically designed for students to achieve mastery of the information. When teaching a lesson plan, a teacher has an objective which includes the testing situation, the observable student behavior, and the performance criteria. If the students do not meet the criteria, the lesson plan can be adjusted to ensure mastery by the students.
FEAP 1B states that the effective educator consistently sequences lessons and concepts to ensure coherence and required prior knowledge. This can best be represented by the unit plan that is generated in EDU 321 General Methods of Instruction. A unit plan can be defined as an integrated plan for instruction covering several days, including several lessons aimed at a common set of goals or objectives. Essentially, it is a compilation of lesson plans that essentially tells the teacher where his class is and where his class is going, and if he's right on target or not. A lesson plan is the meat of the unit plan. To get to the unit plan, you need to have your lessons in place. But before you can do your lessons, you need to know what the objectives are, where are we going, where are we by using the formative assessments, and then the practice that we'll need to do to get there, to bridge that gap between where our students are and where our students are going. Even though lessons accumulate to be a unit plan, they still have a little bit of flexibility. This addresses FEAP 1E, which states the effective educator consistently uses diagnostic student data to plan lessons. So if there is a concept that you have once gone over, maybe a week ago, and then one or more students are having little trouble on that concept, even though you have moved on, the teacher can always go back and revisit a subject if there's any problems. From the earlier lesson plan format, there's a specific spot for recall/drill. See, the drill is to build up to a certain degree of mastery in a subject, but if there's any problems, there's always a recall, which is basically going back to the basics to build back up to where you have brought your students.
FEAP 1D states that educators must select appropriate formative assessments to monitor learning. In EDU 357, or Classroom Management, We are taught how to create a classroom from top to bottom. This included our personal philosophy as a teacher, how we plan to strengthen core values and class character, how we plan to communicate with students as teachers, and also how to plan and conduct instruction. Through these 4 primary aspects of a classroom management plan, a teacher is able to use formative assessments to monitor the students' learning. Because of these assessments that occur during lessons, a teacher will easily be able to alter or adjust specific aspects of a lesson in their instruction to cater to a certain child or group of children. This is also ideal for a classroom that has ESC students in it, so each student can have the lesson altered to his or her specific need. Now, learning is no longer sitting at a desk and taking notes while a teacher lectures. An effective educator must develop learning experiences that require students to demonstrate a variety of applicable skills and competencies. Through the classroom management plan, a dream classroom was created in which every possible learning source is available. Through today's advances in technology and teaching, each classroom is filled with new and improved learning centers. This allows students to think outside the box during labs and projects in order for their newly acquired information to be applied to their everyday life.
My name is Bailey, and now that we have outlined our FEAP, what our FEAP entails, and how to achieve the requirements of the FEAP throughout the different courses we've taken, we hope that this video has informed you about the first Florida Educators